Welcome back to the course Electronic Circuits and Analysis 2. This course is all about study of electronic circuits containing devices such as diodes, BJTs, operational amplifiers, and MOSFETs. My name is Anil Prasad, Assistant Professor, Department of EC, Anits Engineering College, Visakhapatnam. Today we are going to discuss about a very important and fundamental building block in analog circuits, that is operational amplifier. Let's begin. In the earlier classes, we have learned about the basics of the operational amplifier, where we have seen the relationship between the output and the input. Also, we have understood the open loop configuration of the op amp. We have learned two important rules of the operational amplifier, where the current drawn by the input terminals of the op amp is zero because the input impedance of the op amp is very high even in practice. Also, the virtual short concept. What is the virtual short concept? For a finite output voltage, V plus is equal to V minus. V plus is voltage tied to the plus terminal of the op amp. V minus is voltage tied to the minus terminal of the op amp. So V plus is equal to V minus is what is said to be a virtual short concept. When one of the input terminals is grounded, then the resultant is called a virtual ground concept. We have learned all these concepts in the earlier classes. With the help of these concepts, now let us try to explore the inverting configuration of the op amp and let us try to find out the expression for the voltage gain when A is not equal to infinity. Here is the circuit where the operational amplifier is connected in the inverting mode configuration. You could see two resistors. One is R2 connected between the output back to the inverting terminal of the op amp. Another is R1 connected to the inverting terminal of the op amp and through which the input Vi is being applied. And you are taking the output from node 3 with respect to ground. So this is the most popular inverting mode configuration of operational amplifier. Let us try to find out the closed loop gain of the op amp when it is connected in the inverting mode configuration. Look at the circuit here. Here it is shown that the current drawn by the op amp input terminals, either minus or plus, is 0. And also you know that voltage at node 1 is same as voltage at node 2 from the virtual short concept. And here node 2 is connected to ground, so node 1 is also at the ground potential. And let us denote the currents. Through the R1 is I1, and as no current can enter into the op amp, you will see that the same current I1 is flowing through even to R2. So now let us try to get an expression for voltage gain. When we write an equation for I1, I1 is written as Vi minus V1 by R1. But you know V1 is equal to 0. So when you replace V1 is equal to 0, I1 is Vi by R1. Similarly, you can write an equation for output voltage that is taken from node 3 to ground. When you write an expression for output voltage, you can write something like this: minus I1 into R2 plus V1, where V1 is 0, from which you can get an equation like V out by Vi is equal to minus R2 by R1. That is, the voltage gain of the op amp when it is connected in the inverting mode configuration is minus R2 by R1. But please do remember that here A is taken granted as infinity. That means the op amp is said to be ideal. Only when the op amp is said to be ideal, then only this expression for voltage gain is valid. Here is the another method from which we can get the same expression, that is applying the KCL at node 1. When we apply the KCL at node 1, I can write I1 is equal to Vi minus V1 by R1 is equal to Vi minus V0, V1 minus V0 by R2. When I replace my V1 with 0, I could get an equation like V0 by Vi, which is same as minus R2 by R1. Same is the equation what we got earlier, but this is like another method where we applied a nodal equation. Let us look at the circuit where the input peak is given as 0.5 volts with a frequency of 1 kilohertz. When we look at the output, because the input is 0.5 volts and this is an inverting mode configuration, so the gain is R2 by R1, that is 10. So when I multiply the gain with my input, I will be getting an output. So 0.5 into 10 is 5 volts. So here you can see that my output is likely to go from minus 5 to plus 5. Of course, it is an inverted compared to the input signal. Now you try to apply a voltage which is somewhat larger. Earlier it is only 0.5 volts, now it is 2 volts. Let us look at the output now. Output is observed to be clipped off in either direction, either in the positive direction or even in the negative direction. Output is said to be clipped off. Why? Because when input is 2 volts, the output is said to be 10 into 2, that is 20 volts. But my output of the op-amp can never exceed the power supply that it is being used for its functionality. That is, the op-amp is said to get saturated. That is why you could see that your op-amp is having a value roughly plus or minus 13 volts here. In the next class, we will see about non-inverting mode configuration. Thank you.